He looks very stressed. I don't know. Maybe that's from so much practice.
So much practice,
Yeah.
and of course the pressure from the game. We can say that there's no pressure at all on this game. Of course, looking at that impressive result, probably they gave all their best to make that happen. Meanwhile, we can see in here so far all of the 4 bans for both of the teams are, the damage dealers. Damage dealers.
That's right. Again, Grok gonna be prioritized here for Desolators right there and then, and Lusty and Kiluash locking in the Cho. I'm not surprised at all. Cho has been prioritized by a lot of the teams I've been playing with as well, so no surprising it here. But a lot of tankiness being prioritized by Desolators. This could be, I think this is going to be their last stand if ever. Suffering 2 straight losses would not be good for your mental health at all.
Correct. You'll definitely have to catch up. Probably you have to win the next 2 games that you're, or probably this could be the last if they lost. It's understandable already because each of the teams will only get to have a match 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, 3 times. There you go, 3 times. So they have to be careful because if they go on the bottom in the first half of this stream, it's gonna be so difficult to bounce back. So Carry gonna be removed from the potential lineup here from ArkAngel. That is a lot of damage being removed from them, and I think I have to say that kind of does work out well for the blue side squad. You're gonna have to choose very carefully who you rely on your damage for. I'm guessing a lot of other mages will be open, like the Kagura or the
Kagura.
Yeah, or
Lunox
Gushan.
is still.
There you go.
No, Lunox is actually bad.
Yeah, Rio's Gushan, the stuff of legends right there, being showed up, and now they kind of need a lot of physical damage, so that's gonna be the next one. So Desolators, they can probably counterpick some of the physical damage dealers of this game, go full PD, which is not super suggested, but they could. So Harley is a great counter. He can chase up the Gushan here. And Kadita.
Kadita that splashes out a lot of AoE damage with her ultimate. Let's see how this is gonna work out. A lot of 2 mages on the side of Desolators. Squishy ones, but they have to be very careful on the Gushan.
Yeah, they're mad right now. They have to be very careful. Although, if you're talking about people who can dodge the Gushan when he goes for the ult, this would be one of them. Whoa,
we
Fanny!
Can see some Fanny
Let's
plays.
go.
Interestingly, before Fanny was not a surprise at all in season.
It was
auto
pick.
Season 1, auto pick, but we didn't see Fanny that much in season 2. But now, is she making a comeback? We'll have to see.
Well, he did get a redesign, so hopefully the design is enough to affect how much gameplay we see. I really like. I actually played yesterday with a few Fanny players. No,
I thought you're the one.
I saw a few people. I fought against them.
Okay.
It was very difficult. The tornado attack is very mesmerizing. It really gets me off my game.
Is it about the animation?
The animation is really big. I don't know if it's just the animation, but I feel like the hitbox also increased.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if that's gonna be a
but
case.
I think it didn't read something about increasing
sure.
the hitbox.
They probably would have told us.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, 2 mages versus 2 assassins.
It's gonna be very, very interesting.
It's gonna be a mess. We'll have to see how they're gonna deal with that. But I think the lineup of ArkAngel is pretty scary against these 2 very squishy mages on the side of Desolators.
It
We'll
really
have to
is.
check.
So this game 2, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 of a best of 3 between Desolators and ArkAngel. Kiluash is going to be there, and he's going to have to look at the rest of Desolator while they try to steal the buff from the Fanny. Apparently so. You're not going to have to do that without any damage being dealt to you. First blood goes over to ArkAngel.
Oh my goodness. And the rest of the members of Desolators, of course, will just attempt to back away, go back to their lanes. The Claude in the top lane trying to caught the creep waves in there, but we have a pause request.
Yeah, for the meantime, that was actually pretty good. That mission completed here for the Harley. I think he got
The buff.
the buff. Did he get the buff? I
Yes.
think so. He would have gotten it because he came right in the nick of time. So there was so much going on in there. I didn't really
And
catch the
I
moment.
think this is the first time that we see Desolators getting aggressive,
Yeah.
trying to deny jungle. You know what? It's really good thing that along the way you learn something, or
Yeah.
you probably try to do some different strategies. So I'm gonna say it's better. I mean, this is a good experience in particular for all of the new teams trying to go for, to be included in one of the top teams for the MPL.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what Desolators might be able to do against ArkAngel this time, as it seems they're becoming very aggressive now and rotating as a group this time.
Yeah, I think the number one initiating factor there for Desolators to do that is, number one, they have the Grok. Number two, stealing the buff from the Fanny just does so much
Yes.
to stop him from snowballing,
Yeah.
stop the energy regeneration from the Fanny, and it makes it difficult for the fan to even move around the map. So
Right.
that's actually pretty smart. At the same time, I wonder if they can keep it up. Because as you can see, he was waiting there. Kiluash was waiting there on the sides, waiting for the enemy team to go to the buff. It's kind of like they were expecting Desolators to go for the invade.
Yeah. And only them will be able to tell us by us watching, of course, what's gonna happen next, just as we transition on to the match between Desolators and ArkAngel. Once again, this is round 2 of the best of 3 match.
Yep, there we go. The buff is on to the Harley. As we did say, Kaluash will secure the crab coin. Doesn't have that much energy, so has to be very, very careful. He's absorbing a lot of the poker tricks. He'll go over on the top side. They kill the Claude by the Belleric Reflect for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but that would have been very interesting.
It was on the other side of the map, so
Yeah.
we didn't see. But then again, the wrong thing to do once again is leaving all your marksmen alone.
Yeah, I think that happened so many times already today. Like people just don't. I guess they don't rely too much on the marksman anymore, which is probably a mistake. But at the same time, they're trying to weigh out the pros and cons. If we defend Mika, for example, too much
Turtle
right now,
resurrecting soon.
we might be lacking in experience. So I don't know who.
It's always situational anyway.
Yeah.
But the ideal thing here is that you have to protect all the
Someone
squishy heroes.
always has
Someone
to be nearby.
protect.
Yeah.
Yes, and probably, of course, they just basically want the Claude to farm solo on his lane so that he could go online as early as possible.
Yep.
But apparently getting killed by the members of your opponent is also a bad thing.
Yep, right now though, looks like Desolator, they're fighting 3v4 with very, very little firepower, and they are suffering because of that. Jeff Healy forever procking Molten Size left and right. The passive of the Famous hurts very, very much in this late of the game. Sums tries to go in and tries to go for the steal, but it was just way too early.
It was a questionable dive in for
Very
the Harley.
questionable.
There were 4 members of ArkAngel, and he would dive in on that 4 members. Not too sure if that was like a mistake on his end or something. But then again,
Shut down.
it's a misposition.
It was a huge misposition, and the timing on the attack was... I don't think they were looking at the HP bar of the turtle. If they were trying to go for the steal, would have been way too late. Jeff Keighley forever gonna get caught between the Guardian barrier though. So finally, stuff going on the side of the Desolators at this point. Kiluash gets a deadly magic, but not enough damage to proc much.
Yep, definitely. And as you can see in here, at least this Desolators were able to get those 2 kills so far for them to still catch up. It seems like they have a light in here. They still going for the aggressive mode at the moment, but Sam's all alone in the bottom lane will die in the hands of that Fanny. But let's see if they will be able to lock this Fanny down. But no crowd control, it won't connect.
So close, and I think that will be the great escape for Kiluash. I really feel like those blades really have a huge, bigger hitbox. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
Are you just
It looks
imagining
like it. It really does look like it from my perspective.
We'll have
Anyway,
to check that out.
it's going to be a 3,000 gold lead in favor of ArkAngel so far. Not as dominating as the previous game, but they're definitely doing the work that they need to do to keep this composition alive.
And we saw that Kadita just basically popped her ultimate there. I think it was a waste. I think it wasn't even needed. I mean, I think the ultimate of Kadita will be very much ideal to use in situations wherein there are a lot of members from your opponent.
That's true.
Instead of just using it for one target, I mean, you could use it, you know, for clashes to potentially win that.
Yeah, because that's like one of the very few tools that Desolators have to take the team fights away from ArkAngel. And if you use it just on a single target, it's definitely not going to work out well for you. Turtle going to be the next priority here for ArkAngel though. So the multi-size already doing some of the work. Regeneration will kick in. Reset on the Turtle. And the rest of the ArkAngel collapsing very hard in the middle of the map.
And there you go. And RJDC trying to back away. Will he survive? Minoan Fury being popped out. The rest of the members of the red team are going so low. But still Jay, still all alive. Def Cutie forever as well. But Sams, the pause. The pause. Philippines.
That's right. Hashtag be legendary.
Apparently we didn't see. But looking at the... I think...
Looking at the kill score, it looks a lot better here for ArkAngel. Their Fanny is in full blast, in full swing. Rio dives in with the Shadow Blades as well. Of course, he's going to pay for it with his life. That's the power of the Grok right there. So much damage being absorbed by the ArkAngel at this point. Jay going to have to make it out alive, but no way to go.
And there you go, Desolators winning that team fight. That is where the ideal situation where we want the Kadita use her ultimate, wherein there's the splash, a lot of splash damage, AoE damage against their opponents. Meanwhile, you can see your 4-man rotation in the middle lane taking advantage of the tier 1 turret in the middle lane, while one member, Harley, was sent to the bottom lane to defend their turret. Looking good so far for both of the teams. I'm so excited that this fight is going so well for them. This is getting very exciting.
Yeah, this is Desolators looking a whole of a lot better compared to what they were doing in the previous games. Of course, Kiluash having a hard time getting traction around the map. He does have the buff. Deadly Magic is down for both of these for Harley. Yep, that's right. Let's go back into the game once more. 11-11 on the kill score.
Wow.
And man, oh man, what an intense fight. Kiluash gets better of Sums in that point. That's a killing spree on the Fanny already. But this time around, Desolators are more confident that they can try to go for the Lord. Even though it's half HP, it's going down very, very slowly. The rest of ArkAngel is here. Kiluash doing great damage. And Jeff Cutie Forever as well. Tanking as much as he can. But Kiluash gonna be taken out of the fight. Jay, though.
Oh, the last is going to the hands of Desolators now. Claude will be backing away together with Jay. Will Jay still be able to support Mika? But then again, they'll just be basically just a 1 bar of HP. So I think it's a good decision that they actually backed away. But look at this, 12-13, rock hard. This is now pretty much equal.
Yeah, this is pretty much equal. Not to mention, Super Minions going to be walking up in the middle lane and bottom side of the map, as well as the Lord.
This is the first Lord of the game that ArkAngel's trying to take down.
Yep, the ArkAngel squad having a harder time surviving. Jay has a kick onto Sums, but is not going to be enough to kill him at all. Kiluash got blocked by the Grok wall.
Oh.
Squad doesn't have that much AoE, and as you can see here,
There
we go. We have Sums already cleaning up house as well. Rio is having a difficult time taking care of business. I think they're going to have to sacrifice this mid lane turret if they want the others to survive. And Desolators are able to output enough pressure. They finally take the goal lead, even by a little.
Oh man, there you go, the Kadita getting caught by Kiluash on the Fanny. But the creep waves are looking good so far in favor of Team Desolators. And it seems like 2 turrets will go down, the tier 2 turret in the top lane, as well as in the bottom lane of this map. 15-16, that is the score at the moment. The gold is on almost equal amount, which is 32k for both of the teams.
Yeah, this is a great potential for comeback for Desolators, considering how far away the kill score was earlier, as well as the gold score. So I don't know. Maybe QUALIFIERS is just having a harder time dishing and diving. They're good on the kills, but so far Jeff Cutie Forever might be the one who's lagging behind this time around.
Well, I think Team ArkAngel are having a hard time in clashes, particularly the AoE of the Kadita is just way too much. The burst damage. Add on top of that is the DPS coming out from Mika using the Claude. So if they group up all together, Team ArkAngel is gonna be in a very dangerous position if they don't take down separately the Claude as well as the two other mages on the side of Desolators.
Yeah, because Desolators, since they have the lead in terms of map control, they should really use it to their full potential. QUALIFIERS getting hunted down here, and we'll be forcing him to back off. Jay has a kick on the Mika though, the perfect target. Where's the DPS though? Looks like there's not going to be any. And ArkAngel, both frontliners, disappear from the face of the map.
There you go. There's just too much lifesteal on that Claude at the moment. He has so much items. Plus, add to that the backup that came from the Kadita as well as the Harley, allowing them to win that fight. I think they got 2 kills. They got 2 kills in the particular fight wherein Jeff Cutie Forever and Lusty going down on the Thamus as well as the Balearic.
So that's very impressive. Again, Sums gonna have a kick onto the Harley. Not enough DPS, and again, the Winter Truncheon saves him just in the nick of time. Jay catches Deadly Magic. He's gonna be able to dish on out of there, but Rio forces to use the Winter Truncheon. Can't even dash out.
There you go. We just saw as well the splash damage from that Kadita, killing away Rio on that particular fight. They're grouped together all together now, and looks like still because of these 2 tanky heroes as well, the Grok as well as the Minotaur. It seems like ArkAngel's having a hard time to dive in onto that kind of lineup.
Yeah, overall, I think Jay is getting some great way of the dragons, but the follow-up damage is just so much lacking, and I think that's a result of Jeff Cutie Forever not really having that much kills, not getting enough gold in their pockets, when the rest of the assassins for Desolator is playing a lot better.
And let's see in here potential fight at the moment, but looking at that, we can see a broken heart hike on the top of the heads of the members of ArkAngel. That means someone from the side of Desolators have actually built an anti-heal equipment already, which is obviously going to be against the Balearic.
Yeah, Balearic as well as the famous regeneration. So Desolators definitely have a lot more advantages at this point, but they have to also learn to clean this up, because the gold score is not ahead. They're not ahead by much. Only 1,000 at 15 minutes. That's almost nothing. Right. So they have to be very careful where they actually pick fights.
Yeah, right. Especially QUALIFIERS on the Fanny is actually able to do a segue push. Look at that one.
Oh!
Against these 2 members of both of the teams. And
that's a 4v5.
Actually, yeah.
It's gonna be a 4v5 for the next few seconds rather. And they are doing a great engagement. 4-man Minnow and Fury at a very narrow corridor. But this time around, Sums cannot target anyone out specifically. And he was forced to use the Winter Truncheon, although the ultimate...
In the bottom lane, look at that Fanny! This is what we're talking about. Fanny is so mobile, he can just segue push anywhere he wants. Now he must be flying away using his cables to go away from the potential death. Plus, it seems like, you know, he also has some tanky equipment on his build at the moment, allowing him to escape and survive potential death that we just saw a while ago.
That was huge here. Again, a big crap of minion waves going on the bottom side of the map is gonna do wonders for ArkAngel's control. And slowly but surely, they're getting back on track. Jeff Cutie Forever gonna get hunted down by Sums. Deadly Magic is there. Poker Tricks in the face. Bottom lane getting pushed down by 2 members of ArkAngel. They cannot ignore this at all. And looks like Kiluash is going to be there to go in for the dish and diving. The spell steal is kicking in, and that might be a kill. But look, he's going to go on and prop for safety instead. RGDC tries to go for the kill. Not going to be able to chase.
Wow, that's the advantage when you have a Fanny who knows where to put his cables on. And then again, we saw a 1v2 situation. Mika, I have to give kudos to Mika for being able to survive that. You know, the jukes in and out, where to position yourself so you will be put into safety, although you don't have a member with you to actually save you. Then again, kudos to the Claude. But I think they have to stop leaving the Claude all alone in the part of the map, especially without any nearby members who can support that. This is their source of damage.
Yeah, I don't know if that's trust, but let's wait and see for that. Way of the Dragon into RGDC, not the most optimal target. Of course, everyone's gonna get knocked up and ready to fight. And it's gonna be two separate fights, ladies and gents. Kiluash playing with fire right now, and mid lane going in favor of ArkAngel, apparently so, pushing back Desolator. Just when we thought they were back into the fight, they get pulled back in.
This is a very heated match at the moment. You can see the damage from that Claude having a 1v1 against him.
Yeah.
And you could easily tell if without the tank equipments of that Fanny, probably the Fanny's already dead.
Probably. And of course, because of the confidence that they got from that fight, they will go over and transition to a possible Lord take.
Oh,
Jeff Cutie Forever cannot survive this at all right now. And the backup is just going to be way too late.
But in the bottom lane, you can see the creep wave in there freely flowing. And no inhibitor turrets left in there. Off by this Fanny. And as we now continue, look at the Fanny actually going towards the back.
This is what I'm
bottom
talking
lane.
about. And the Fanny does not care for the team fight. What they need is to keep the team fight going. Desolator there now being forced to go back while Rio is going for the chase. That's a Harley going down with the immortality.
What is happening on the throne? I think
but Fro got taken out. Oh my dear lord. What a very clutch play from ArkAngel, closing out this fight with a 2-0.
Oh man, you could see the expression from
everyone
ArkAngel.
Just...
I told you the bad
went
surprise is
there.
this.
I was surprised. I was expecting Kiluash to go into the team fight, but apparently he